The evening began like any pre-wedding night should, tinged with nervous excitement, faint laughter, and the promise of celebration. But underneath it all, tension hung so thick it felt suffocating. Emily had insisted, almost aggressively, that I take a lie detector test before we tied the knot. "I just need to know," she said, eyes bright yet calculating, her voice smooth, like honey with a razor's edge. I wanted to laugh it off, dismiss it as a quirky pre-wedding request. But there was something in her insistence that sent a shiver down my spine. It wasn't reassurance she sought. It was control. My instincts screamed caution. Still, I agreed, reluctantly, nervously, never imagining the night would end with everything I thought I knew about her dissolving in seconds. Sitting in the small, sterile polygraph room, the world outside seemed to vanish. The faint antiseptic smell mixed with my rising panic as wires were clipped to my wrists, chest, and fingers, recording every heartbeat, every microreaction, every hidden truth my body might reveal. Emily's eyes followed me, a tight-lipped smile hinting at curiosity, amusement, and something I couldn't name. The technician explained the process, and I answered honestly, measured, calm, expecting a clean result. When the machine confirmed my truthfulness, I saw her satisfaction. But beneath it lingered an unspoken dare, a silent challenge suggesting the real test had only just begun. I studied her closely. The way her fingers brushed the table, the micro-expressions flickering across her face, as if she were concealing something vital. When I suggested it was her turn, the shift was instantaneous. Her confident mask wavered ever so slightly, and a pulse of vindication mixed with dread surged inside me. "Your turn," I said softly, my calm tone belying the storm inside. The balance of power shifted subtly, irreversibly. The technician prepared her, attaching the sensors with careful precision. Emily's hands trembled ever so slightly. Every small gesture screamed tension. The tap of a foot, the grip tightening on the chair, the fleeting glance to mine. The question started innocently, then spiraled toward the unavoidable core. "Have you ever been unfaithful?" Her pause, a heartbeat barely felt, made the machine twitch and sent my stomach plummeting. That fraction of hesitation was a confession unspoken, undeniable, electric. She tried to maintain composure, to speak casually, to weave a story that might mask the truth. But it was futile. Every physiological reaction betrayed her lies, every carefully constructed narrative crumbling under the polygraph's unforgiving scrutiny. I watched, silent, detached, as her confident exterior cracked, exposing the fear, panic, and guilt she had hidden for months. My chest tightened as I grasped the full weight of what had been concealed from me, deception lurking behind years of laughter, intimacy, and promises of forever. The silence in the room was suffocating. The technician scribbled notes. The machine hummed quietly, but the true tension was ours. The invisible weight pressing down, the unspoken understanding that nothing would ever be the same. Emily's eyes, once warm and vibrant, now flickered with panic and desperation. The laughter she had once wielded like armor was gone, replaced by the acute awareness that truth could no longer be denied. The room seemed to shrink around us. Every sound was amplified, every heartbeat a countdown to reckoning. Her attempts at speech faltered, her voice trembling as she realized her secret life was fully exposed. I didn't need to accuse her. The truth hung between us, heavy and undeniable. I saw the precise moment she understood her lies had caught up with her. Her illusion of control collapsed entirely. Her practiced charm, the deception she had hidden, everything that kept me in the dark was laid bare, and the shock in her eyes spoke volumes. I finally broke the silence, calm yet piercing. "You wanted the truth about me. Now it's your turn." The room seemed to hold its breath. Emily's hands fidgeted, lips quivered, and the panic simmering beneath her surface finally erupted in her expressions. The polygraph did more than record lies. It revealed the fractures in our relationship, the betrayal she had labored to conceal. It destroyed the illusions I clung to and replaced them with cold, undeniable clarity. Each question that followed only reinforced the truth. Her reactions confirmed it in ways no charm, excuse, or manipulation could hide. The woman I had planned to marry, the one I had trusted with my heart, had betrayed me in ways I could never have imagined. I watched the confidence drain from her face, cracks widening until her mask fell completely. The truth was raw, jagged, impossible to ignore, and it landed squarely in the middle of us, leaving no space for pretense. The moment ended not with confrontation, but with silence, the weight of exposure pressing down like a physical presence. Emily stared at me, panic, guilt, and regret etched into every line. I realized then that the engagement, the wedding, the dreams of forever, all were illusions built on lies. The polygraph had stripped them away, leaving only stark, painful clarity. I rose from the table and left the room, the quiet around us heavier than any words I could have spoken. Her face was pale, drained, and she understood the trust she had shattered could never be restored. I had seen the truth, and the consequences were irreversible. There was no arguing, no repairing what had been destroyed. The polygraph had ended the fantasy. Driving home, city lights blurred past like streaks of reality, reflecting the devastation and clarity I now carried. My heart was heavy, my mind swirling with betrayal, disbelief, and bitter understanding. The engagement was over, the wedding unthinkable, and the life I had imagined with Emily had vanished in that room. The lie detector hadn't just revealed unfaithfulness. It had exposed the end of love I had thought unbreakable, leaving me with nothing but truth, and the knowledge that some betrayals can never be forgiven,